Hello and welcome to the final round of the Enduro World Series 2019. It's time to find out who can master the Matterhorn. It has all boiled down to this. As you can see from the fittingly dramatic backdrop of the Matterhorn behind me, we are in Zermatt in Switzerland, and the Enduro World Series has never been here before, which means that there is no better high altitude, high stakes blank canvas for this year's title to be decided upon than right here. Now, Isabelle Corderie has of course already locked up the elite women's title at the last round in North Star, but in the elite men's race it is still very much all to play for. Here then for your viewing pleasure is the series leader Florian Nicolai versus the challenger Sam Hill. It's stage one. The first stage of the Trail Love EWS Zermatt was Lake Link. It featured the second highest start line of the race and was an extremely physical 3.7 kilometre charge.
Oh, so hard. The top's so physical, you just like burn out your legs, and then with the altitude you just don't recover, like you just put yourself in the red and stay there.
It's big, welcome to the Alpine. Real easy to overcook and your heart rate just spikes.
I struggle with impaling, but I think it's for everyone the same.
Hey! Wow, you can see a broken derailleur and a chain. Hard. I really paced myself to not like fade. Couldn't run, so.
Perfect season up for grabs today as well. Does that play in your mind a wee bit, or are you not thinking about it?
It has never been a goal of mine. I think it's much more a goal for everyone around me.
So good to ride. Slow but good.
Are you happy to be back then?
Oh yeah, for sure. I think I was too close to Sam at the top, but at the bottom he was really fast.
Hard one to start out on and not want to throw it all away, so just keep applying the pressure.
A very physical stage. I tried to pace myself and not giving too much at the top.
The newly crowned overall champ Isabelle Corderie took the first stage of the day ahead of Andrian Lamfianado. The big drama however fell in the form of that huge mechanical for Noga Karem, which would leave her running to the start line of the next stage. Martin Mays took an early lead, but close behind him was Sam Hill, stealing an early march on Florian Nicolai in the overall points chase. Well, an explosive start to this one. I'm joined here by a man who was involved in this title fight right up until the last round. Eddie, tell us what's happened.
Yeah, so at North Star in stage 2 I just came off and managed to break my scaphoid, so that's put me out for the season. But rather than go home and cry about it, I thought I'd come here and hopefully watch what is to be one of the biggest and greatest mountain bike races in enduro history.
You were up on the stages yesterday. Tell us what you make of the place.
To be honest, if I was in the title fight, I'd be a bit worried because there's so many places that could give you a flat tyre and could cause a mechanical. The riders all reckon the stages are pretty good. A fair bit of rock. It's going to be really physical. With the Queen stage being the last one, the title could be won on that. The riders are saying that's pretty physical and there's going to be a fair bit of fatigue. And after a long day, if it all comes down to that, it's going to be pretty exciting.
Just finally then, who's your money on this weekend? Now we're talking the win and the overall. Who do you think it's going to go to?
I'd like to see Adrian Daly get the win because I think this is the kind of stuff that suits him. For the overall, while I think the terrain suits Florian, I'm going to have to go with Sam because history does have a habit of repeating itself, and if it all comes down to the last stage, I think he's going to be able to handle the pressure and close out the day.
There we have it then, that's what Eddie thinks, and let's see what the course looks like. The first stage of the day is Lake Link, 3.73 kilometres and a descent of 473 metres. Before the riders head to stage 2, rock and roll, again over 3 kilometres with a drop of over 500 metres. Stage 3, Smuggler's Run, one of the big riders' favourites, has, you've guessed it, a drop of nearly 500 metres and is 3.48 kilometres in length. Stage 4, Big Spoon, is 3 kilometres long and 600 metres down. And then finally, Stage 5, Overtime, 4.6 kilometres, the Queen stage with 776 metres of descending and 40 points up for grabs at its base. And here is that all-important title race in numbers. Florian Nicolai leads Sam Hill by just 60 points. They are both yet to win a round this season, and with the Queen stage counting for 40 points, this one may yet go right down to the wire. In the elite women's race, Isabelle Corderie amassed enough points in North Star to take the title, but she still has that undefeated perfect season tantalisingly within her grasp. Behind her, Noga Karem is sitting pretty in second place, but Andriane Lanfey-Nadeau may yet have some defending to do to hold on to that third spot. Let's head back to the action at the top of stage 2.
The second stage of the day was Rock and Roll, a 3.16 kilometre flat out descent through the tree line above Zermatt itself.
Stage 2 was good, I think. No major mistakes and just tried to stop braking. Bit of a messy stage 1 with a crash and bent my saddle there.
Does this course suit you today?
No, like really too physical.
Stage 2 was good. I feel like I rode well. It was a bit more like fast and techy, and I think I was good at like smashing the rocks a bit.
Martin Mays and Sam Hill again featured in the top 3 in the stage, but this time they were split by the winner of the previous round, Richie Rood, who moved himself up into second place on the road as a result. Isabelle Corderie won her second stage of the day on 2 and was followed home by Andriane Lanfey-Nadeau and the German rider Raffaella Richter. The last stage before the lunch break was the treacherously rocky Smuggler's Run, right on the edge of the famous Monte Rosa Massif.
Stage 3 was a bit of a shocker. At the top I just was doing something weird. I did like a 360 and then top of the one that climbed, lost my front wheel and the slick rock, so it was a hard stage.
It was a good running race today. Yeah, it was really hard. There was a lot of climbing in the stages that you don't remember.
Yeah, it was going good till middle of stage 3 where I caught up the rider in front of me and I just lost concentration and fell off. Really lost about 20 seconds, but I'm still in the fight for today's race. I'm gonna push even harder for the last 2 stages today. I'm often better on the last stages. I don't know if it's impossible to win, but I have a better feeling on the last stages.
It's a hard one out there. I'm kind of stoked to be at elevation. I come from Colorado, so all those intervals of wanting to throw up is kind of paying off.
Made a couple mistakes and had a couple big saves. Back it down a bit and ride smooth, and yeah, a bit surprised. Take the stage win on that, so might just stick with that game plan for the last two. Like, I'd love to win the race, and that's kind of what I'm trying to be focused on.
Isabelle Corderie clocked her third stage win in a row, which put her lead ahead of Andrian Lamphine-Nadeau out to 30 seconds. Sam Hill, with the scent of another title now firmly in his nostrils, took his first stage win of the race, and with it, first place as a result. As the riders arrived into the race hub, Florian Nicolai was sitting in 7th. If things finished the way they stood, the title was Hill's. The fourth stage of the day was the switchback spectacular, the Big Spoon, and it was the shortest of the race at just over 3 kilometres in length.
I did a super good stages. Everything is possible in last stage, you know, a big rock, super tight turn, so my wheel, please. No flight tires, please. Last stage of the year, please.
This enduro is like back to the old style, like it is the biggest test for body, bike, everything.
I don't know if you can say smooth in this terrain, but the rest was okay.
I decided to go full gas, try to do what I wanted to do from the first stage.
Fast, smooth and smart. And yeah, we'll see how things stack up at the end of it.
It was a good feeling. Now it's the more important stages. I will give my best.
Yeah, it was good. Pretty physical, but I felt like I rode aggressively for once today, so pretty happy with that.
Good, I think I did a good time, and last stage of the season, it's exciting. From what I remember, it's not so much physical. Hopefully you can enjoy that.
Noga Carême, newly repaired, was very much back in business and finished just 0.08 of a second behind the stage winner Isabelle Corderie. In the men's race, Martin Mays served up one of the stage victories of the year with a hammer blow of a 14-second win ahead of Richie Rude. The Belgian retook the lead of the race by 20 seconds from Hill. Nicolai was still in 7th and needed a huge final stage to convert his championship lead into a title. The 5th and final stage was comfortably the longest of the weekend at 4.6 kilometres in length, with a vertical drop of 776 metres. And with their respective leads, all Isabelle Corderie and Martin Mays really needed to do was to get home safely in order to secure their race victories. In terms of the title, there was an added dimension, however, in that the final stage was the Queen stage and points were up for grabs. At the finish line, Isabelle Corderia and Martin Mays had indeed done enough to take the race wins. But there were two riders left at the top, Sam Hill and Florian Nicolai. Nicolai would have to find 4 seconds to move himself up to 2 positions, which would equal enough points to take the title. For Hill, attack was the only option. The tightest title fight in EWS history had come down to a head-to-head battle on the final stage of the year. At the final time check, there was a nervous wait whilst the times and points were tallied. Nicolai had thrown everything at the stage and had climbed up those 2 places. But it wouldn't be enough to stop Sam Hill taking his 3rd Enduro World Series title. The Australian had taken the win and the points on stage 5. That left the final race results looking like this. Martin Mays closed the 2019 season with a win, ahead of Sam Hill and Richie Rude. Isabelle Corderia completed the perfect season with a win ahead of Andrea Lanfear-Nadeau and Rafaela Richter. After all was said and done then, here are those all-important championship standings. Isabelle Corderia rounds out the year with a towering 4,240 points, Noga Carême finishes 2nd and Andrea Lanfear-Nadeau secures 3rd place. Sam Hill is the first elite male to have won 3 Enduro World Series titles, and if that wasn't impressive enough, he's won them all in a row. Florian Nicolai is 2nd and his compatriot Kevin McHale is 3rd after an absolutely superb season.
Yeah, it was a super physical day. I think having all of practice on Friday and then the race on Saturday was a bit challenging. I'm letting myself feel really proud of what I accomplished. It's the first time I finished an EWS season.
Back end of the season with a win. How big a day is this for you?
Actually unbelievable for me to win the last run here in Zermatt. It's been by far the toughest year for me. Finishing on an amazing note here is absolutely insane, and yeah, thanks to everyone who made it happen.
Kevin, an absolutely incredible season. You must be really happy.
Yeah, this is just a dream, you know?
You're just so consistent. No matter where we go, you're right up there. How do you do it?
Yeah, I didn't do a podium, you know? But yeah, I try to be consistent and to be happy with my bike.
2nd place in the overall this year, absolutely fantastic.
I would say it was a perfect year, but today made it not so perfect.
And aside from the results, it always looks like you and Isa and Andrea are having a lot of fun as well. Has it been a good year for you in that terms?
Really, really good. Like, to me, when I entered Enduro, I said, I'm staying here as long as it's still fun. And like this year, it's been like the best year of my life.
It was really hard this morning for the 2 first stages. I was a little bit tight, maybe more pressure. And after was better. I was better feeling on my bike and I gave my best today and don't have regrets. I know Sam is always, and it was really fast. So yeah, but I'm really happy to fighting with him during all season and the last rounds.
Isabelle, congratulations, not only the overall title but also the perfect season of wins.
I'm not sure I realized yet, but for sure this weekend was quite special for me with this bike, which has like a big story behind. So I just wanted to like go for it and like send it with the last strength I had for the season. So I'm very happy with how it came out.
Sam, congratulations, your 3rd title in a row. Funny year though, this one, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's crazy. Last year I had like a bit of a dream year. Everything seemed to go to plan, and this year pretty much nothing went to plan. Coming into today, my goal was first to try and win the race, try and win that Queen stage, and just kept sort of riding smart and as fast as I could and attacking where it was safe to, and missed out on the win, but we got the Queen stage and we got the overall, so couldn't have gone any better.
The best teams in Enduro racing of 2019.
In the Teams Championship, Canyon Factory Racing are your 2019 Enduro World Series champions. Rocky Mountain Raceface are second, and Chain Reaction Cycles Mavic are third.
Big year with Florian. It was like, I guess for myself, the crazy season I ever done. Yeah, big emotions and everything, and like we tried our best. We ended up with the first spot for the team. This place here was for me like a big one because it's my last EWS.
Larry, thank you so much for everything that you've done. It's been an absolute pleasure and well done this year.
Thank you, guys.
So there we have it then, the 2019 Enduro World Series is in the history books. Isabel Corderia and Sam Hill are your champions. Trophy of Nations is next weekend in Finale Ligure. Don't miss that. All that remains to be said from me is thank you so much for watching from all of the Enduro World Series team, and we'll see you next year.
And so I just try to relax and have fun.
Fast, smooth and smart.